Hey everybody, James Shepard here with another edition of the Merchant Sales Insight. Today we're talking about how to sell vertical specific software companies on doing a payments integration. Now, of course, I've done quite a few of these Merchant Sales Insights on this topic in partnership with Tilled. So they are the sponsor of this edition as well. But today we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about the challenges that these software companies face. So let's start by defining what I'm talking about when I say a vertical specific software company. So this would be a software company that designs software that is used by a business owner in order to accept payments from their customer. Okay. So, as an example of one that would not, two examples that would not be a good fit. You might find a software company that has, it's a big e-commerce store, right? Well, that might be a great merchant account, but that's not a vertical specific software company because that software company is directly accepting money from consumers. There's not that middle layer of the merchant account. Another example might be, let's say we have a software company that makes software for dentists, and it allows those dentists to be able to track all of their equipment. So they keep track of the serial numbers and the date it was purchased and all that for all of their different equipment. Well, that's a vertical specific software, but it's not taking payments, right? It's for like an internal process, right? So we're talking about maybe more things like a software company that makes a point of sale solution or some other kind of software that helps businesses accept payments along with, of course, many, many other things. So it's no secret that businesses are becoming more and more reliant on software. And what's an interesting trend to me is that these, you have these giant software companies, right? You have your Google, Salesforce, Zoho, and I can give you many, many others, right? So you have all the Microsofts and other good ones, but you have these big software companies, and they've really struggled with this as of late, which is this idea that what business owners want now is they kind of want everything under one roof. They want one software that's like running their business, and they can do their payroll through it. They can do some marketing through it. They can accept payments through it. They can manage inventory. They can do a lot of things in this like one software solution. The challenge though is for these gigantic companies, how do they make a solution that allows every business type to do everything that they need? There's just a lot of variation in this. Different business types need different things. And so what we've seen is this crop of like thousands of software companies that have started. Many of them are built on top of these platforms like Microsoft and Salesforce and Google and others. They use that as a platform, even Amazon, some of the Amazon services as well. So these gigantic software companies have made a lot of money by providing services to the smaller software companies. But ultimately, we have these vertical specific software companies that are kind of taking over the world right now. And, a core piece of this is the payment processing. Okay. So what I want you to understand about this is that these software companies have very unique challenges. And as you go to talk to them about payment processing, you need to think a little bit more in depth about their experience with payment processing and how to present it to them. So the first thing that you have to ask yourself is a couple of questions about payment processing itself as it relates to that company. So things like, should they be accepting payments? Right? We talked about that a minute ago. Most likely, if they should, they already are. The next question is, how are they currently accepting payments? I was in a hair salon not too long ago and getting my hair cut, and I had to wait in this line. There were several people to check out. And when I got up to the front and they swiped my card through a machine, and they had this new point of sale system that was tied in a semi integration. And I said, hey, next time, can I just have my assistant pay online before I come in? That way, once I'm done with my haircut, I can just walk out. And they're like, no, we only run payments through the terminal. Well, that's a missed opportunity, right? So that's a bad integration. That's a semi integration there, but it would make total sense that you'd want to have online appointment scheduling and you'd want to have payments integrated. So it's like, how are they currently integrating payments? How should they integrate payments, right? Think through, are there other ways they could be doing it? So you want to kind of think about that piece of it first, is like, how should the software company be integrating payments? And then once you understand that piece of it, then you got to think about a couple of concerns for the software company. So remember, the software company isn't really as concerned about the cost. You don't go to a software company and say, I can save you money on payment processing, because if it's a vertical specific software company, the business owner, their client, is the one paying the processing fees, not them. So instead of a cost savings, they're looking to make money. So the software company wants to monetize payments. They want to integrate payment processing because maybe right now they're integrated with something like Stripe or another solution that's giving them very, very minimal, revenue share on the payment processing. And, they can make a fortune with this. So I'll give you an example. Let's say we have like a 500 location, a software company that services 500 hair salon locations, just to keep going with the hair salon theme. Well, if each of those hair salons is processing $20,000 a month on average, that means that software company, by extension of these merchant accounts they have with Stripe or whoever, through their software, they're processing $10 million a month in payments, right? I mean, if they can make 50 basis points on that, that's $50,000 a month. So by implementing payment processing, they can see huge top line and bottom line growth. And that is so important to them for two reasons. Number one, something I call the developer dilemma. And that is a software company, and I know because I own several, software companies are always looking to hire more developers because they want to build more features. They want to make their software better. They want to grow. But developers are very expensive. So we're always looking for more cash flow. But a lot of software companies are also looking for more investors. And the way you get investors is by showing a strong financial infrastructure. So adding the payment processing in is just huge. Now, I have a new training course coming out with Tilled. It'll hopefully come out here in about a month or so. And so I'm really excited about it. I would really encourage you to make sure that you check it out. So it's going to be coming out with Tilled. I'll send an email out about it, but we're going to be talking about how to sell these vertical specific software companies. If you want to learn more about it and try to dive in right now to just kind of get to know Tilled a little bit, head over to tilled.com. It's TILLED, tilled.com, and talk to them about how you can build what I call this exponential portfolio, where again, imagine you sold that software company that had those 500 hair salon locations. Well, you just got 500 merchant accounts, and every month that software company is going to sell 20 more hair salon locations, which means your portfolio is going to grow by 20 merchant accounts. Now, of course, the residual splits are totally different because the software company is going to get the biggest cut of the profit, right? And then Tilled makes a little bit of money and you make a little bit of money, but you're making that little bit of money on lots and lots, hundreds of locations. And so it ends up being extremely profitable and kind of a hands-off, passive income stream as they continue to sell more locations and you continue to see a growth in your portfolio. So head over to tilled.com, reach out to them to learn more, and then be on the lookout for my new training program that's going to come out on how to sell these software companies. Super excited about it. That'll be coming out soon. My name is James Shepard. Thank you for watching and listening. As always, head over to ccsalespro.com/insights if you want to actually read the full version or listen to the full audio version on this one to get a lot more context in the kind of the longer form version of it. So thanks so much. Hope you have a great day.